Lakad matatak!
Normally.
Reports come in with the Grimstroke Monkey King. It's just not as much. And so what Moon wants to do from mid will really dictate how it does have his bottle empty now. But you can still see Moon taking really good control of that lane.
Top lane, Tims. Aggressive Primal Spring in. KP, he'll be the target. And with the Boundless Strike out, they might have enough with the homing missile to follow up. Afu, he'll try to hold them back, but it won't be enough. Tims able to secure first blood on the Monkey King.
Seeing from Afu.
Oh, top lane. Palos, he's being jumped again. They'll force the rotation in from Tims with the Boundless Strike. Make sure they can't keep going. In fact, now the turnaround. Palos, get a cheeky homing missile out. Afu, I think he should be just fine, but Tims, keep going with the Primal Spring. Still, the stun is out from KB. Tims, he might be the first one to drop. Afu, he'll still be chased down, however. CTM, he does land the Inkswell, and in the end, they will trade 1 for 1.
Massive ancient stack that he could go for after this bot tier 1.
Afu, no, it's not going to be good enough timing. The Moonlight Shadow just barely not giving the invis fast enough here to escape the death that was coming from CTM and Yopaj. Nice little pick up there onto the Earthshaker. You've still got SMG hanging around as 2 here. Arrow is going to land on CTM, and they might still get something for their trouble, but not quite yet. CTM, he's going to run out, as now they've got Moon down. Soulbind is there to lock them in, and with the Primal Spring out, Tims, he'll clean up with Yopaj. In fact, they'll find another. That's really unfortunate for SMG, Chon. It's so close to at least getting CTM, but not quite enough.
And this is lining up. The aggression's coming through from Boom. Look at FBZ just lining up top.
Oh, KP, it's been caught out another time as the Dark Ascension ends. So you wouldn't really expect that gank to be coming in if you were KP, but well, FBZ just kind of all over the place right now. Oh, even in the mid lane, you can already see...
Still a ways off for that hero.
You've got a great power spike right now as well, John. In fact, mid lane, Soulbind is there. FBZ, he's perfectly fine, as now the Inkswell's going to land on both with the Sunstrike out onto mid one. It doesn't do enough damage, though. So mid one, he's going to be just fine to walk his way out, but now a Tornado is there. Yopaj with a setup into the EMP. Swap, it's not going to be enough. KP will drop an Afu. He's going to try and run, but Tims has got the dust out. He's got the Wukong's command, and he'll claim the kill for himself. Just absolute devastation from Boom. In fact, they might even find another. Mid one. Just barely get...
Blink reveal on their Shaker. That was what they were saving up for in the pause 4 there.
Mid one. Gonna run to CTM, but can't actually get the kill with the Shadow combo. Still with the tree throw, he will eventually get it done. But SMG, they won't mind. They just want this Roshan down. So CTM, he's gonna buy back to ensure they can take this fight if need be. But it does seem like, Boom, they've already got it down. In fact, KP, he swapped in FBZ, but it's not going to matter too much because now he'll turn right onto him. Arrow's there, though, and they have taken down the Night Stalker, but can they find more? It does seem like they need to retreat right damn now, as Palos, he'll keep rushing forward with the Flak Cannon. But it won't matter. They won't have the lockdown. So they do force a buyback out.
Buyback short, 4K behind, 5 to 19, Boom. Still got that Aegis and Palos.
Is he baiting right now? I think he might be. Dark Ascension's there. FBZ's going to rush in. They already got CTM down, but can they keep forcing this? The Echo, it's not going to be there. The Crippling Fear was out too quick. FBZ, he goes for more now. Onto the remnant of KP. The last thing left standing. Moon, he'll try to rush in, though, with the arrow on Starfall and does take him out. A decent trade so far for SMG. Is for something rather than nothing. They're going to find a great target. Palos, mid lane, immediately going to lose that Aegis. They find him a second time, though. Palos does have the BKB for this life. He's going to try and go for a run. In fact, Tims, he's going to jump in. KP once again going to be initially targeted. He's right back to the graveyard. Arrow, though, is going to be their big echo from Afu, but is it enough? The fight back is there. Soulbind out, but no Palos. He's down. They've got Afu at least. Mid one, he's trapped up. They've got Moon down as well, but can they keep it going? Moon, mid one, he's going to try and run. The Spirit Vessel not going to allow him to blink away, and it looks like Tims is going to get the vision. So in the end, you lose Palos, but you still end up cleaning out. Still affects Flak Cannon, so always helps to have that extra value there with Palos and the Gyro. And they'll give the shot over to Yopaj. So now you've got
speed on mid one after the fact as well. But they have to just somehow spot out Tims. Or just, you know, always be aware the monkey's not going to stop tracking them. They have to use the Wave of Terror.
Swap in. They're going to try and go on Yopaj, but he has the BKB up, and the Wukong's command is there from Tims. And KP, Oh, it's not a very tasty meatball for him. He'll get caught out. They'll try to turn. In fact, no, they're just going to try and run because Palos is on the chase. Mid one, he is spotted. Primal Spring is there. He's going to try and turn onto Tims, but Tims, he's got his own BKB up, so he'll just chase them down. No fear in the world for this Monkey King, as they'll go in for more. It looks like they'll have to suffice with the remnant of KP. Meanwhile, on the backside, Tims finally gets caught out. Arfu, he'll commit the Echo to make sure they get the kill. Moon, meanwhile, he'll try to deal with this Invoker. Yopaj, he's going to turn back around. Meanwhile, on the other side, mid one, he's been caught out. Arrow on target from Moon, but does he have the damage? He does. And I suppose trading that life for his own is kind of worth with the way this game's gone. But it does seem like he is going to have to die for the cause. And it does still, in the end, seem very favorable for Boom Esports. Isis of Arfu are going to be intimidating enough to force back Palos. But I say that, they are chasing him down. Stuns out, KP looking to get in range for a swap perhaps, and does get it off, but Palos pops the Satanic, is still healing with the side gunner. A lot of perma-stunts here from Arfu, but it's still not going to be enough as now KP, he gets jumped on again. They've got more help incoming in the form of mid one for Palos. He's still just man-fighting. Eventually they'll get the avalanche toss out, and that'll be enough to at least take down the Aegis.
Smoke Blade looking for a wraparound here.
Be dangerous. Die Triangle already kind of occupied here by SMG, but they are just about to leave the area. In fact, KB has already been jumped. Sunstrike in, but mid one, he's there with the avalanche. Look at the cleave damage out. FBZ, he's molting right on the Night Stalker. They've got one down, but FBZ will buy back as Tims. He'll move in, takes down KP, and even finds mid one. You can always rely on Tims to get it done. They found Moon on the Marana, and now they'll go after Rogi. And there's not much hope here for Rogi as Tims is on the chase with the Boundless Strike out. He's going to try and heal himself up, but it's not going to be enough. A triple kill out for the Monkey King. And this man, he does it again every single time throughout this game.
Not too far off from the respawn. So if they don't feel secure, they could just go back for Roche number 3 and build off there once more, but the racks just melts. Palos standing up there with alacrity, it's just too much. The objectives won't last too long at all.
No, absolutely not. That's one rack's gone, mid lane. They'll go down to the bot instead now. Keep in mind, there's no outer towers left standing here for SMG, so they could go all the way for Megas if they're feeling spicy, but the jump in, Echo slams there with the toss out for Palos. He's going to survive through it. Can he get a Satanic off? No, it was on cooldown. It was on cooldown, but now Yapaj is in with the Chaos Meteors, but it's not going to be enough. They might find another, and they do. Mid one, able to find the kills as now the jump back in. FBZ, he's found Arfu and they found KP. It'll be 2 down, but now SMG, they might be able to counter-initiate as FBZ gets swapped in once again by KP. We'll find a third. Not the most... Oh, Tims? Maybe a fourth. We're trying to find his way out. And it looks like he should be just fine.
Refresh heroes on hand, but maybe even just double avalanche toss could make a massive difference in damage output and control here.
I thought maybe they'd go for the double echo on Arfu. I think the answer might be no. We'll see though, because FBZ has respawned now on the Night Stalker. They are going to pop the Dark Ascension. They'll move in from the backside onto KP. They'll get rid of that Vengeful Spirit immediately. Back in on mid one now. Tims, he's bashing within that Wukong's command, but mid one, he gets out. But look at the damage output. Rocket Barrage is there. They've got the first life, but they've lost Tims on the Monkey. He'll commit a buyback immediately. As now the Chaos Meteors and the Cataclysm going to fly in, but the damage is negligible. It's not really that high. And in the end, SMG, they're going to try and back out. And it looks like they're going to be just fine. And Moon is a pretty big source of damage right now. However, the top lane of tier 3 towers going down. Moon, he has been caught out, but he's got the BKB up. He's just going to try and leap and run his way out. He still has 2 leap charges, so he should be able to buy a bit more time. As now the swap's there. KB, he's going to give him a bit more space to try and back his way out, but no, the Sunstrike is going to fly him, but no, the cheese, he gets it off in time. As now mid one, he'll move in. FBZ, he is going to drop. That was a die back on the Night Stalker. Back in with the Wukong's command though, but nobody's trapped inside of it. Fu and Rogi going to try and back, but now the meatballs come out of the sky. They've got the Keeper of the Light down, but can they find more? Raji, he'll buy back. Yopaj is down on the Invoker. He can commit his own buyback if he wants to. He might need to, in fact, because Palos may get caught. And there's your magic missile out. KP, he'll lock him down for a second. He has the swap up as well. We'll swap him back into the Avalanche toss, and now, but you've got the Cataclysm. It's not going to be enough, though. In fact, Tims, he's been caught off the back line. 2 heroes down without buyback. And SMG, they might be able to find another lane of barracks. In fact, as I'm asked the question, John, they've already got it down, and they're going for tier 4 towers.
Oh, man. It's just ridiculous. The bait play from Moon. It's just way too much, although.
Yeah, he's been swapped in. He's going to try and force the fight. With the BKBs up on SMG, he can't do too much. In fact, now mid one, back in. Arrows there.
God.
They lock him down and take him out. That's a dieback, and it seems like Boom Esports, they are at the end of the road for this game 1, as SMG have made a great comeback, although maybe not. Mid one, he does end up dropping, but doesn't matter. The man can make it work, so if you can make things like the Mirana work, then I have...
Rush Ags anymore, but you still kind of hit the same timings. You look for the late. Before, we used to see like the Orchid timing right around the 12-minute mark, right after a Witchblade, 12 to 15. And that could be the way to go for SMG if they want to. You could also just go Deso if you want to maximize your right-click instead. Maelstrom's also a good option. Very open. I think the key thing for mid one is just hitting that initial Witchblade first.
Nice coming from the side there, but Roger, he could be in trouble. And they do secure first blood. FBZ is able to take it himself on the Death Prophet. Roger just one hit away from being able to get Tims, but did fall a little bit short, and in fact, mid lane. Moon ends up going down, and that was solo, Yopaj. Able to secure the kill himself, and is going to force the rotation in from Roger.
It's a lot of control. That's not something the Storm Spirit can really hold out against, and Yopaj, he's just leveraging that. He knows he's tanky. He knows once he gets up close without a Vortex to cut him off, there's nothing to stop him.
Cookie's there, level 4 Moon, he can't escape from this! Oh, Yopaj, level 6.5 already on the Snapfire. A great Cookie out on the creep wave, and right...
Lands that combo as he has been, you can certainly hit a really good timing with that.
He's TP top now. He's rotating, John. Got a Snapfire moving in. Tims, he's going to have to set up with the Sakuchi, but no, mid one. He reads it. Is it going to matter, though? They have the Scanner Blast. Yopaj, he's going to make sure they secure the kill anyway. Deserved his last game. Moon, he had a great performance in that Mirana. This time on the Storm, understanding how important it's going to be for the draft of SMG for the Storm to have a good game. And in fact, here we go again. Mortimer's kisses are out. He still has no zip available, so he can't run.
Oh, God.
Yopaj snipes him again with the fireballs. As now Roger, he is barely going to avoid the Cookie. They'll try and force a fight. KP's around. Yopaj, he's been the one that gets caught out. Inkswell's there. They'll lock him down and they'll secure the kill. So they get something. But they have really made sure Moon is not...
is just 1k. So SMG's still in a position where they can try to flash farm back. I think they just have to ride out this power spike. Like, you just don't fight into how strong the Snapfire is right now, because she will just melt you if the control flies in.
Well, they tried just then, but Yopaj unable to land the Cookie there with Tims. Is now Arfu and KP going to rotate. They want the Snapfire dead. It's just worth so much XP right now to make sure Yopaj dies, and they'll get him. In fact, they might find a consolation in the form of CTM as mid one. Puts the hand up for a high five. He'll get one from Moon, but I have a funny feeling, John, it wasn't intended for
then. And you gotta respect the Nature's Prophet. It's still an NP, it can still split push even with just the Blightstone and creeps up.
There's almost a level 10 Yopaj around here with Tims now. John Cookie's gonna be there, mid one. He'll get stunned up, and here come the fire. Raining from the skies. In fact, Yopaj, look at his aim, John. He found Arfu blind. It won't matter, because they can't cast the TP anyway.
They're just playing around that timing, that combination with Weaver. It's just such a sneaky way of initiating. It's not easy to spot out. Inside of SMG, Moon, what's he doing here?
He tried to go after Tims, but Cookie, not going to land. They were trying to land the Inkswell zip combination there onto Tims, but now Tims is just going to turn it right back around on the Weaver. Rolling Thunder on the side. They've got Roger around to try and help out, and he might be able to lock down FBZ and does get a secondary stun to allow the zip in. Cookie, it's not going to help. Moon able to take another kill on the Storm. However, in the meantime, Tims, he does snipe Arfu, but now they've got the Weaver down. And I almost thought to myself, like, wait a minute, who's got to sight the Vice up? But it was the pig out with the pig stick there from Tim's. They might be able to try and force a fight top lane, but it seems like SMG are well and truly prepared for this one.
They've got the numbers, they've got the creep wave shoved in, with Nature's Prophet. Mid one's just hanging further back. He understands that doesn't need to really show up for the push. Get that done. They are splitting their forces up though, SMG.
He's there onto the creep wave. Meanwhile, bot lane, Tim's, he could be in a spot of danger. Mid one's got the Orchid up this time around so they can zip in and secure the kill as they even found FBZ. He's going to try and pop the ulti. Kiss is flying in as well. It could be a great team fight here for Boom as FBZ, he is not dead yet. Onto mid one they go. Avalanche tosses there and they found another. In fact, Moon, he's not out of danger yet either. They'll get the third. It's that classic Death Prophet bait, where you think you can kill this hero, but once he gets a couple Spirit Siphons going, it starts to feel impossible.
Really does. On Boom, and still have a lot of momentum behind him.
Palos gonna destroy Rogi in that mid lane, but now Moon and mid one are there to try and hold down this Tiny. Don't forget, this is a pos 1 Tiny, so it's worth a lot of gold here for the side of SMG, but they can't claim the kill. Cookie's there. KP, he's going to keep trying, but he will be another death for the side of SMG, as now Boom Esports, they can just rush forward onto another. They found the big target. They've got mid one. And with the kisses to fly in, there is no way out for him, as they get another. And Boom, he's found that target they love to go for, but misses the scatter blast. Orchid out, that'll make sure he can't stun, but he has the Yule Scepter up. So he'll cancel the TP off mid one. Try and make a run for it, but Tim's should be able to keep up the vision. Yapage, meanwhile, no more than his kisses, but he has the cookie. And that'll be enough to lock him down. And I'll tell you, John, even though this mid-snap fire hasn't been a thing for a while, Yapage is making it look very good throughout this game. Number 2 is now Rogi. And Moon could be in a spot of danger. Cookie, not going to be there yet. They'll try to bring in Tim's, but there's your Cookie out. Perfect timing into the scatter blast. They'll find another kill onto Moon, as now they've got Rogi. They'll get a second. In fact, KP, he's going to try and run along with Arfu, but it looks like they might at least be able to find the Grimstroke. And they will. Another one for the Grandma.
Man, no vision out to watch Roche. Gonna have to surrender that first Aegis of the game, and that just complicates things for SMG. Their win condition, their bounce back potential still remains the same. It's all about Moon on Storm actually getting more items up. And from there,
in the end, I suppose, worst case scenario, SMG, they can still secure that bottom tier 2 tower, as Palos is going to rotate, but this could cost him. He'll move in onto mid one. Mid one, he's got the BKB up, and he's going to be alright for now, as Moon will save the day. And now with the Rolling Thunder out, Rogi, he's already TPing. He'll be... Oh, mid one. Oh, they forgot somebody behind. That's a bit of a whoopsie there from the side of SMG. That's the last person you wanted to leave behind, but they've lost the Prophet.
SMG took a massive risk making that play. Like, just having those spawns at all.
Down Arfu. Another one.
Yep. It's racking up for Avalanche to start finding you out, get the burst off. They are being a bit risky up top, though.
They're going to try and go after Tim's, but the Rupture's there onto Rogi, so they can at least find a trade. In fact, now with the kisses in, it's going to be very hard to try and fight if you are SMG. It's KP and Moon. They'll retreat. Cookie out for Tim's, but he's still silenced up and will eventually die. Is now mid one. Who are we aiming? They'll go after CTM. So still a positive trade for the side of SMG this time around. Though as I say that, Palos moves in, but he'll be unable to find anyone. Yapage is trying to find that
scary part right now, though, is that Boom are hitting their second power spike on Yapage. He has his level 20 talent. Okay?
This could be scary right here. Palos, he's BKB'd up. He's going to try and find. In fact, Yapage shows up out of nowhere with the shotgun. He'll find a double. Oh, Boots of travel up. Yapage, he just got there so darn quick. I thought Palos was dead for sure. There were 4 heroes around.
They can't handle the spell mute. I think the BKBs alone make it very hard to commit onto one hero. And Afu, again, left behind. Yeah, exact same spot. Visits the grave once more. They can't. We've seen what Tiny late game's like. The scaling of this here is still sickening. Because you have so much armor from Grow, you have so much HP, and BKB alone, looking boon.
Yeah, I mean, the damage, John, it's too much. And that's without the silver edge up, so that's without having that guaranteed crit on the Tiny. Moon, you talk about the exorcism, but Palos with those right clicks. Very, very scary here. Rolling Thunder, Inkswar gonna be there, Roger, he'll move in. Soulbind down as well, KP gonna move him to the side, but Roger's already gone. KP, he can't sustain the damage, as now the kisses are out. Arfu, he's so far away, but he might die anyway. How good's your accuracy, Yopaj? It's good enough. Moon, he'll zip in, but it's only after creeps. He can't deal with the hero right now.
SMG, they already used their big spells for the defense. They have no way to counterfight. They have no way to defend on the high ground. And that should just lead Boom to start running through the objectives. Yopaj, he's got his Daedalus flying in, Mike. That's going to be exciting. We talked about him lacking damage. He's going to have that up. Palos has the full silver edge. It's the guaranteed crit you mentioned is going to be there as well. One set of racks left for SMG. 24k down, 35 to 10 at 29.5 minutes in. SMG, they've got to get something.
Palos does get caught. That is a big, big something if they can take him down. Palos is still perfectly fine. He has no BKB up, but he does have teammates around him. KP is going to move in. Mid one, he'll TP in as well. Moon, he's gone. KP's gone as well. Mid one, he's going to try and man fight. They do at least get Palos, but it'll be at the cost of mid one, and they call it. They have seen enough. They have had enough. Is it just such a dominant game number?
Snapfire really well to a certain extent.
Very back and forth already between these two. Still moving in, they'll spot out KP. I think against that level 1 Illuminate though, you've got to be very wary about how much damage you really take from Rogi. Palos, Blood right out. Boom, they're going to move in. There's that Illuminate again with the curse out. Going to go through two heroes. And they got the stun off on Yopaj. But in the end, he gets the bounty. And it seems like KP's going to be the one in trouble as they've got the enchant out. Rogi's going to try and help, but it will not be enough. First blood, the way of Boom Esports. Quick D-ward out from CTM. Very effective on this mid-silencer. But John, who would you give the advantage to in this matchup?
I'd say Yopaj has an easier time getting the wave clear going, and Tidebrink's just so good in clearing out a creep wave.
A quick gander at that as well. You've got mid one on that position 1 bounty hunter along with Rogi. And of course you've got Tims and FBZ around on that offlane Bloodseeker and Snapfire. In fact, hold that thought because Yopaj, he is dropping extremely low and does go down. Oh, the curse, the last tick was enough to get rid of this Kunkka. Moon able to finally get a solo pick off in that mid lane is now mid one. Top lane's gonna drop. FBZ and Tims able to get the kill, but now Tims. Moon. Another combo out. Arfu, he's always on target. And this man, he just lands fishes whenever he wants with perfect precision. Or rather precision. Arfu, he'll keep the chase up. Yopaj, he's got a double damage rune now, but it won't matter. He'll run right into Rogi. Surely he can't survive this, and he won't. They do take him down. Wait. So with those shuriken bounces, and with the fact that you're going to have the Janata being applied with the Ags, it's just going to be so much damage output as he rotates down bot. He hasn't got level 6 yet, but with this kill out on Palos, he will hit his level 6 timing. And this is when SMG should look to get very aggressive with his habs on what the Bloodseeker is doing at the moment. I do really like that. Rogi top lane. So he has accepted the fact that he is going to die as Tims just walks in, and FBZ had plenty of damage with the dominated creep. Being applied by Boom Esports. They are doing a great job of it though. Arfu's going to get roared up. I don't think they can capitalize off that roar, however. Arfu, he's still trapped in the X. Torrent is going to eventually be out. Yopaj, he does land it. Echo Slam committed. Arfu, he's going to try and fight back. But eventually they do get the kill. In fact, now Moon has been stunned, but it won't matter. The follow-up won't be there. Mid one. The tracks out. Swap out into CTM. Blood right. Be there to try and help out this Enchantress as Illuminate does fly through, but nobody's dying. KP, he'll be the second to fall for the side of SMG as shurikens are bouncing all across the heroes, but nobody's dying. Moon?
It's an issue. Oh.
Maybe this time. With the last word, it should be enough. CTM, he's going to try and salve.
Let's see if this does enough with the damage on it.
Tims could be the first target. They get the track out, they've got the fish on, they should have the follow-up control here to make sure Tims dies. And he will, it's mid one. He'll keep going for more. Onto Palos they go. Big kill on the Bloodseeker if they can find it. Shuriken's flying out left, right, and center. But mid one, he's been ruptured up. He can't go much further. CTM, he'll be targeted. But Boat's going to fly right into the face of mid one. He's still alive, however. Yopaj, he'll have to back off against Shurikens. Flying out more and more. Jeez. CTM in trouble. He'll go down. Roar out from FBZ onto Arfu. But he won't be alive. The dominated creep will get it done as mid one somehow throughout all this damage has survived. But for how long? The chase is back on, but Yopaj, he can't get close. There's too many shurikens flying out. KP, he'll try to finish the job, but can't quite do it in time. Back to Rogi. He could be in danger as FBC's around, but instead they want the silencer and they've got him. Mid-Mon, or rather Moon, is down. As now KP, he might be the second to fall, and they will get him. A very long and prolonged team fight.
Not a simple process for SMG to find those pickoffs they want.
X out. They've got the KP. X out on Tims. Tims, he's in trouble. Looks like he might just drop here to the Illuminate, but no, he barely survives. It won't matter. They've got another Shuriken. It's mid one. He'll keep going for more now. Yopaj, he'll be the target. They can't really keep up with him. It won't matter, though. Every track kill's a good kill. In fact, they might have an opportunity for more now as Palos, he's going to move in, but he's got the rupture out. Boat with the X out onto mid one. He'll be protected, though, by KP as they'll try to go on the Venge instead. With the roar out, they've got him. In fact, mid one, he's a bit of a sitting duck. They'll get him once again on the bounty.
It's a really tight spot here.
Big group up, X out, they've got the Earthshaker. Yopaj immediately into the BKB, but the Global Silence is going to follow up to try and help out. Arfu still being chased down, however, and eventually will go down as now KP's been caught out. And that'll be another kill to go the way of Boom Esports. Is SMG unable to find any form of a pickoff? The Overlord creep and its immediate smoke up. That may have been scouted out. In fact, there was a Hawk around. They know the smoke is there. Yopaj, he's still going to rush for the regen, but the Echo Slam is committed. Arfu really wants to lock him down. And Yopaj eventually is going to pay for trying to go after that rune, as now CTM is going to be focused down. But can they take him down? KB is the one in trouble again. And you really can't underestimate the amount of damage that Boom Esports can pump out as KP will drop. SMG still looking for another way back in, but the Hawk Stun is going to be there, and now the Dominated Creep is out with the Rupture and the Roar. They've got mid one, they'll find another. Tips out immediately from Boom. It's mid one, he's confident. Team right now just trying to secure that tier 1 mid, but in the meantime, mid one, he's going to break the smoke. Fisher out to try and hold them back. They haven't spotted mid one yet, but Yopaj, he'll go after KP first instead anyway. Torrent's going to fly out. Boat still being held onto, but eventually he does get it out. Mid one, he's got the BKB, so he'll be alright through the boat, but the damage with the right clicks out. Palos, he's got enough. Yopaj will claim the kill, and they've got another. KP's already down. The Remnant won't last either. Yopaj is already on his way to trying to find another hero to send back with the X. He might find Rogi. In fact, never mind, they found him instead. Fisher's out. Lock him down. He'll manta off the silence. But can he survive? He'll try. Mid one. It's going to show back up, but there's your track being bounced back the way of the Bounty Hunter. As CTM, he'll enchant them up. And with these Hawks, these damn Hawks constantly stunning these guys up. It may not matter though. Echo Slam is there, but Arfu, he doesn't have the damage on his own. In fact, never mind, because mid one with the Shuriken toss, he got the kill, but it's going to cost him his own life. CTM's out with the tips again. He just keeps up the mental warfare here against mid one. There's Arfu. He's going to jump in on the Earthshaker. But what can he do? Roar out on KP. He might die a second time. Yeah, and he's gone. FBC's all over it. KP, you can try and run the best you can, but there's no running. They even found Moon.
Yet in the silencer, and the track kills haven't been flowing in.
Mid one. Back out onto FBZ, but he sees him. Swap out KP. He's going to try and keep the bounty alive. So the Shurikens do get started. KP, however, may not be so lucky as it's another nice Fisher out, but the Mortimer's Kiss is in from Tims. But make sure they get the Venge kill. On some more, Yopaj, he's already killed off Moon. down on the backside. They're going to commit the buyback immediately,
fuck.
but what are you going to achieve from this buyback? You're already at a deficit without KB, and it doesn't seem like they can actually force a fight. You love to reference the level 25 mark on the silencer. Maybe that's kind of what we're set to expect here. But he's just so far off that point. It's just hard to imagine you even get to that level 25 mark the way this game's going. As more Hawks dive in. But there's a 20k deficit here for SMG. Is now mid one. Has been enchanted up by CTM. Even the creeps themselves are doing too much damage right now to mid one. He's forced the BKB up, but the Rupture was already there. Onto Moon. They got the roar out. Swap from PP, but the Mortimer's Kisses, they are just flying in. Mid one. How do you survive this? The answer is you don't. You just accept it. As Palos, he's onto another. And mid one, he just calls it. He knows. They miss the timings. The draft just does not work out. And boom, Esports, they'll be your first grand finalist for Season 8 of the BTS Pro Series.
Boy, what a spectacular fashion to do it as well from Boom. They look pretty dominant across every game.